Thank you, Paula. I do my best to stay within my allotted time, because I am also interested in the events immediately following my own. Granted that I never make premises, and this is a premise itself, this topic starts off a bit technical, but then it develops more smoothly. In my opinion, it is important to explain what is meant by a planetary cycle, and what the PCI is. So, I will quickly explain what these are meant, what usefulness these two techniques have, how they should be used at an interpretative level, what usefulness they can have in reviewing the more or less recent history of mankind in the light of these techniques. I plan to arrive at the end of this lecture with an analysis of the positions of the major outer planets in these years, in this moment, with a glimmer of optimism for the years to come. I know this French author, André Barbault, because I have had the opportunity to translate several of his articles. So I can say that this is a subject I know quite well and I have studied it quite thoroughly. What is meant by planetary cycle? What you see here in this slide is a planetary cycle. It is the lunisolar or solar-lunar cycle, that is, the sun-moon cycle. If you consider the various celestial bodies that we use in astrology, and take them in pairs, you will always find that there is a faster and a slower celestial body. We are talking about apparent motion seen from the geocentric point of view. The faster celestial body in this case is the Moon. Conventionally, the cycle begins with the Sun-Moon conjunction. You can see it on the left here. It corresponds to the new Moon phase. Then the faster celestial body moves away from the slower one, in the sense that it gradually increases its angular distance. So, after a few days it reaches about 60 degrees, and we have the first sextile. Then it arrives at a distance of 90 degrees, and we have the first quarter. Then it arrives at 120 degrees with the first trine. In the middle of the cycle there is the opposition sun-moon, with the moon over here. This first half of the cycle could be defined in different ways, all very promising, such as ascending phase, expansive phase, or evolutionary phase. After reaching the opposition, there is the descending, involutional, or descending phase. So, the descending phase implies a second trine, a second square, and a second and final sextile, and then the two bodies join again. We'll see in the next slide how to extrapolate this notion, and apply it to any planetary coupling. What is the meaning of this? What is its usefulness? First of all, each planetary coupling, each planetary cycle has a different duration in time. Furthermore, we must try to understand that, relying of course on the astrological tradition and also on Barbault's studies, to each planetary coupling we must assign a precise scope of meaning. Without that, it is of no use to us. We will see this in the following slides. The theory is, I would say, intriguing. But I must be honest, it is not necessarily 100% reliable. I have my own way, and so, I have recently wanted to put this theory to the test. Would it prove true? And so, I have been doing a lot of retrospective work that today I will only mention quickly. Those who are interested can find some of my videos on YouTube in which I also go into more detail. André Barbault, in my opinion, unites very brilliantly, as he was in fact, two philosophical concepts. One is Giambattista Vico's historical causes and recourses, according to which history is not a straight line. It is not a linear progression. Production must not always increase, the economy must not always improve. No, Giambattista Vico, I don't remember exactly in which century, says, no, it is not like that, it is normal that there are cycles. And so, every now and then history reverts back, but only for a short time. In addition, Barbault does not say it outright, but I think he took a lot from Hegel.